Hey there, Scorches here. Today we're going to be looking at the new Minecraft snapshot. So everything in front of me right here is the new block that they've added in the snapshot, which is the grimstone. Grimstone spawns at y equals -1 and below, which we'll show that off later. And the other variants you can craft is the polished grimstone, the grimstone bricks, the grimstone tiles, which I'm actually a big fan of this, and chiseled grimstone. I think the tiles look really good, and I'm excited to see this in various builds later on. And we'll go ahead and show off the other ones. So you have the slab variants, the stairs, and the walls. So you have grimstone, you have the polished grimstone, the grimstone tiles, and last but not least, the grimstone bricks. And as I'm flying around trying to look for a new cave structure, you'll notice that ores now have a new texture. So here you can see the new textures. You have coal, iron, gold, redstone, and diamonds. They've kept the same texture for diamonds for, I guess, nostalgia reasons. But the main reason for changing the ores like this is it makes it more visible from a distance. And for players who are colorblind, it probably will make it easier to spot the differences between ores. So along with the new textures for the ores, with the grimstone, which is below y -1, which we'll showcase here shortly, it didn't make it into the snapshot, but they're also changing the textures to make the ores look much better with the new grimstone. So one of the changes you can see that they made here is they made the large caverns a lot more rare. They're not as common as they were in the previous snapshot. But here's an example of what I was talking about with that grimstone and the stone. So you can see that the grimstone starts spawning in right about here, which should be y -1. And as it goes down, it transitions from stone to grimstone until it reaches about this point. And then from that point on, it's all grimstone. And I forgot to note, you can see some of the ores here. They don't look that great against this grimstone. So I'm very much looking forward to that update to the textures. And something else worth noting is they changed the spawning of granite and diorite. You will not be able to find granite and diorite within the grimstone as well as dirt. So the only thing that spawns with the grimstone would be andesite, which we can see over here. So I found one of the cave structures and I have the brightness turned all the way up. So I hope this turns out okay. But when you're survival world, I gotta say that the grimstone has a much better appearance when first approaching in the dark. And I guess I can go ahead and grab some torches here. And after throwing down some torches, I really feel like the grimstone really adds to the atmosphere of exploring these deep caves. So as we can see here, we're looking at a stronghold right now. And it used to be you would be able to travel down these caves. And you would be able to find these strongholds sometimes because these caves would link up to a portion of it. They've now changed that, so fortresses are now completely surrounded by stone. So you will not be able to take one of these normal cave generations and accidentally find one. And I must be having some insane bad luck because they've added a change to these abandoned mineshaft generation where they're suspended over thin air, they'll form a chain that connects to the ceiling. But I have not been able to find one yet. And after some looking, I was finally able to find it. In the previous snapshot, you would actually see logs that would go all the way to the floor, all the way to this wooden pathway for abandoned mine shafts. In certain cases now, they'll actually spawn chains that connect to the ceiling, which I think is a really nice change. It looks better, in my opinion, than having these logs go all the way down. And something else they have changed is actually in the creative inventory for redstone. They now have the essentials, what they call, listed first, followed by unique activators, miscellaneous, common activators, and then openables like a fence, trapdoor, and doors. And I think the biggest change that they've implemented is how ores are generated. So to understand this chart, let's first look over here. The height of these bars that you see is where the ore will spawn, and the width will display how much. So just to kind of go over it real fast, red is redstone, this bluish color is diamond, blue is lapis, iron is gray, copper is this orangish gold color, gold is gold, and emerald is green. So currently in Minecraft 1.16, this is the ore generation that we can see. So you have redstone, coal, iron, the whole shebang here. And if you look on the right side, you'll see 0, 8, 16. This is just the Y level for ores to spawn. So if we zoom out and look at the new generation for 1.17, note this is not final. This is probably going to change. You'll notice that the deeper you go, the more diamond is found, as well as redstone. And there's actually different levels now. So iron and gold, this is copper, spawn around Y 30, the most common. And if we scroll up, interestingly enough, emerald actually spawns all the way up to 256. And in fact, the higher you go, the more you'll find it, along with iron. And this is all used to implement a new mining strategy. So instead of going to Y's 11 and then mining everything you need, it's very dependent. So if you're looking for these two minerals here, copper and iron, you can go Y's 40, get what you need. If you need diamonds or redstone, you can drop down below Y 0 to get your best chance. Or maybe, come up here and mine in the mountains, which I want to see terrain go all the way to 256 and have that be common. I think that'd be awesome. And that was a very quick and brief overview of the new snapshot. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're most excited for in the comments. Please like and subscribe the video, and I will catch you next time. Thank you.